was cheap. Salsa. Sorry, that's all I have for you guys today. How's everybody doing? Hoorah! Is it all right? Yeah! That was a bad salsa impression. That's all I had, though. Sorry about that. I can't get over it. All right, man. Look, you guys are looking electric out there. You guys are great. So glad you guys are with us today. My name is Matt, your humble host, also known as Matthew, the inspired writer of the Gospel of Matthew. That's in the Bible, one of the biggest selling books of all time. I was a part of that, so I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about myself. So I'm here to talk. Epic actually brought me in to talk about the 26th chapter of my book, because we're leading up to Easter. It's a whole story about Jesus and everything that happened to him, leading up to the day of the cross and the resurrection and all those things. So we've been bringing in some guests every week to sort of give us a new light, a new perspective. And instead of dragging it on, I really want to just jump right into it, because we have a lot of stuff to talk about. A lot of people are involved today. A lot of cool guests are here with us. So let's get right started into it. Our first guest is, he takes the cake for the most returning visits to the Matt Show. We're talking about the high priest of his day, and he's not Jamaican. Let's bring Caiaphas up here. Let's give him a hand. Caiaphas, thanks so much.
Yeah, I see you every week, man.
I know. It's I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll send the bill.
Thank you. I appreciate that. As long as we do it over the phone, you know.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll figure it out.
Okay, we'll work it out. Also, with us today is our guest has come back. Her name is Mary. You can smell her from a mile away. Let's give it up for Mary, the one with the alabaster box. It's a good smell. It's not a bad smell. Thanks, Mary. Appreciate you coming out with us.
Smell good.
Always smell great. Always smell really good. Thank you. Also, we're bringing back a guest with us who was a little tough last week, and you guys gave him a little hard way to go. But I think he's not such a bad guy after all. Let's bring up Judas, most infamous character of the New Testament. Let's bring him up. Ah, man, come on, guys. Sorry, he's not such a bad guy. Judas, I appreciate you coming to us today.
Murder! Backstabber! Oh, sorry. I still got that cold from last week.
Okay. We'll look into that. We got security, so you'll be all right. I promise you'll be fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, we have a very, very awesome guest with us today. He's a very important man, very pivotal in the New Testament. We're just going to bring him up. Simon the Rock Peter. Let's give him a hand. Let's hear what he's got to say today.
The man.
What's up, man?
Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.
Definitely glad to be here.
Thanks for coming all this way. Hopefully it didn't inconvenience your schedule or anything. Not at all.
Not at all. Actually, after I saw this clown on Facebook last week, I had to come in and set the record straight.
Oh, okay. The record. What record was that?
Man, he wasn't trying to help anybody. He was just trying to make some extra coin for himself. Yeah. Backstabber.
He got it.
Guys, take it easy. Don't be so hard on my man. I mean, he's the man. I mean, somebody had to do it. Somebody had to crucify Jesus. I mean, it was prophesied, wasn't it?
Hey, who out here can say that they're the answer to a 600-year prophecy? That's what I thought.
Look, you didn't have to do anything. It was still your choice, jerk. After all he did for you, I can't believe you do that.
Oh, hold on. Before we get back on Judas, he had his week. Sorry, Judas. I promised it wouldn't be this bad. I'm sorry about that. But we're here to talk. Judas had his week. We looked into his. We want to hear from Peter, right, guys? Let's hear what Peter's got to say. Let's get off of Judas' story. So, do you mind if we talk to you just for a little bit, just about your story?
Not at all. I actually prefer it.
Okay. All right. So you're one of the 12 disciples, correct?
Yes, sir.
Here's just a quick question. On a scale of 1 to 12, 12 being the best, which disciple do you think you would be?
No, 11 or 12. I mean, I was Jesus' favorite.
Well, okay. I didn't read that. I may have missed that. Mark or Luke might have had that in there, but I didn't. How do you figure?
I mean, the whole walking on water thing, that had to earn me some cool points. I mean, it was only for a minute or two, but still.
Yeah.
Like 2 seconds.
You had your week, man. Be quiet.
Okay. I guess that was pretty cool, and not many people could say that other than Jesus himself. What else would lead you to believe that you were one of his favorites?
Well, in chapter 16 of your book, which I love, by the way.
Don't be a butt kisser.
Anyway, it did say that Peter, on you I will build my church, more or less. And, everything was going great, man. We were going to take this thing international until he had to go ruin everything.
What? Wow. Now he's putting a lot on you, Judas, isn't he?
It was this guy, he did it.
Okay.
He ruined everything.
Wow, I apologize for that, Judas, for being such a... Seemed like everything was just turning on you. Everything was on top of you. My bad. But Peter, you're all right. You had a lot going on there. You were pretty much in charge of everything, at least as far as your opinion, your perspective. You had a lot of influence, a lot of sway. So I would say you might be 11 or 12. Anybody think Peter might be 11 or 12?
Oh, yeah, haters.
We got 1 or 2. Okay, 1 or 2. I see that hand. I see that hand back there. All right. So, all right. Well, I think we got a guest with us today who's going to who actually has a different perspective on things.
Excuse me, Matt.
There she is. Yes, I'm sorry.
I have
Okay.
something to say.
Oh, okay. Well, we're doing a show. We're right in the middle of filming. Is that
Well, it would only take a minute.
okay? Boy, okay. Come on up. We'll just get a show here. This is a different guest. Well, the other one. You can have a seat next to me. Over here. It's a little violent on that side. Okay. And what's your name?
Chris, Margaret.
Margaret. Okay, Margaret. Chris dash Margaret. All right.
Well,
Hyphenated.
I've been sitting here. I love your show, by the way.
Thank you.
And I didn't want to say anything, but I just couldn't help myself.
Okay. So what's on your mind? Tell us what's your problem.
You see, I knew Jesus when he was alive. Not personally, but pretty well.
Okay. All right. That's good. I mean, he was a pretty good guy. He's very impressionable.
Well, you see, when I was a little girl, I had to take care of my sick father. We took him to physician after physician, and we just couldn't find anything wrong. So we did our best to make him comfortable. One day while we were sitting outside, Jesus and his disciples came walking through our town. We heard that he was the Messiah and could do amazing things. By the grace of God, he came by and touched my father. I could tell instantly the difference. Jesus and his disciples probably don't remember us. They touched many people that day, but he forever changed our lives. Jesus healed my father. He performed a miracle and forever changed our family's lives.
Wow, that's an awesome story. But what in the world does that have to do with the Matt show? Because we're talking about Peter here, right, guys? Right? Oh wait, maybe I'm on my own right there. What does this have to do with what we're talking about? I mean, we got Peter, we got Judas, Caiaphas. I mean, we got the whole lineup here. What does this story have to do with it?
Well, you see, Matt, that's the thing. I recognize this guy Peter from that day, and that's not the only time.
Yeah, when?
What? Did you see him out or something, or what happened?
When the poor man Jesus was on trial, I was sitting outside in the courtyard around a fire, trying to keep warm, when he came walking by. I said, "I know you. You are one of the disciples." He flat denied me. So I asked a second time. He denied it again. By that time, other people had recognized him. He swore we had the wrong person, but I knew better. How can you sit up in here and be mean to him when you yourself betrayed him too?
I was confused. I didn't hear the question right.
Oh, yeah.
So, Peter, I mean, this takes your level down from 11 or 12. What did you say for yourself?
You're all that, right? Huh? You're all that? You're 12?
I don't know this woman. She's crazy.
Uh-oh, it's crazy.
I think you're like a 2.
You go, girl. That's awesome.
Okay. I guess you're done. I guess your 11 or 12 didn't work out too well.
I don't even know this woman. I don't even know her.
Sorry, Chris dash Margaret. Well, we're going to resolve this. We'll resolve this next week. I appreciate you coming out today to shed some light. I mean, this just all my questions for Peter are just all messed up now because I can't believe you did this, man.
I don't know her. She's crazy.
She's crazy. All right, guys, let's give our guests a hand for coming on today. We'll sort this whole thing out. Next week is our finale.